Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. And I have a mess on my desk right now. Just a big warning. So I traded a stamp set and stuff for this kindness kit with another demonstrator who was looking for the set that I had that I was no longer interested in keeping. So we traded and I got this kindness kit, which I've been struggling with a bit. So I am going to show you what I've started. I've shown you one project, I believe, already with this kit. So this kit came with, you know, these little coasters, this little tin, these little envelopes. We're going to be using one of those. No coasters, no stickers. We're just using the envelope, basically, for today's card. And I am combining it with bits and pieces of the Celebrate Today magnetic board kit. Because in there you get all of these little bits of cardstock printed, and I'm like, let's use them. So I'm trying to use up some of these things that I have. And where else? Oh, they have stickers, and I'm looking for the ones that we're going to be using. Let's see. Where did you can see I've got pieces cut. Yikes. Let me move the stamp sets. I can make it work without it if I have to. And I can do that. Oh, here we go. So I'm using, I used 3 on my sample. I'm going to use 2 of these pieces on the actual card. So I'm going to move that aside now that I found them. I'm going to be using a little bit of Blushing Bride, Calypso Coral, Mint Macaron, ink, which I already have done, I think. So let's get on with our instructions. We're doing a 3x3 fun cold. For that, you will need a card base that is 3x9. You score it at 3, and you score it 6. I'm going to fold it this way because you will need to make sure it's straight sometimes. Let's see, let's get that straightened out. That's why you crease it really nicely. And this one I want to fold in, but it's not going to fit perfectly this way. So I'm going to trim off a hair. Where's my little mini guillotine? And I do mean like a 1/16 of an inch hair off of this one. So I'm going to move it. It was supposed to, well, maybe I just didn't cut it right. So let's trim that and see if it folds. Nope, I still want that little bit of a hair trimmed off. So I'm going to put it at the 16th mark right before the 3. Hopefully I can get it right there. And I'm going to give it a trim on the end, on the right hand side. That's going to fold in. Now it's going to close really nicely for me. And we're going to do some more trimming here in a minute. So you're going to need that 3x9, scored it 3 and 6, and then cut off the 1/16. We are using the flowers. Let me show you the card. I'm sorry guys, I am not with it today. This is our card. It's got these 3 petal park flowers. Mint Macaron is, because these are our little elements from our stuff. You're going to see how I did this. Kindness Wins from the Kindness card kit, which are coasters. And we used these bits and pieces. So I think we're going to use this from the card kit for my leaves. Trying to use up those. This is my envelope. I have a Label Me Lovely, which is retiring, and I will use it whether it's retired or not because I love this punch. I'm using this piece and this piece from the Celebrate, what is it called again? Celebrate Today magnetic board. So these 3 elements are from the Celebrate magnetic board. This is the Label Me Lovely punch in basic black. You will need 2 of those. And you will need a 1 3/4 of an inch punch or die for the kindness. And I thought I had already just did that. Kindness. We will do it again. I can do it again. I know I stamped it. I didn't punch it. Nope, that's not it. Okay, we'll make it work. Trust me. Okay, let's just get started, guys. I do apologize. I'm just not... Oh, look at there. Under everything. There it is. It's already stamped. Done. But we're going to stamp our trio flowers from Petal Park. And we're going to make sure that you stamp the large and the middle flower to the bottom of your paper. It makes it so it goes in the punch correctly. And we stamp that in black Memento. And we are going to color these first of all. So I'm using a Q-tip for my Calypso Coral, my Blushing Bride. There we go. Just want to stamp off some. I'm using a sponge dauber, and I am going to pounce all around my flowers and all over them. And I don't think I will need to re-ink it at all. So I'm just making sure I got it good and well done. Much better. The other one I accidentally did in Calypso Coral. So now I'm going to take my Q-tip, the same size I used before, pounce off. Now I'm going to start in the center, and I'm going to go in the center, and without re-inking, I'm going to dab up towards the center of all the petals. This flower is going to be so much better than the others. So I'm pouncing off in the center, then bringing it up to the center of my little petals. Another way to use that Petal Park, real simple. Oh, really, really so much better than the others that I did. All right, where's my punch? So now I'm going to punch these. I didn't expect to do a video until I was cleaning my stamp room, getting ready for a class, and I was starting to clean, and I ran across these items, and I'm like, oh, I need to do something with these. So you can use, if you have acrylic nails or strong nails, use them to curl up the edges of your flowers, or use a bone folder. I am putting these acrylic nails that my daughter pays for. She takes me out and we get our nails done. Anyways, I'm putting them to good work here. So I'm just curling up the edges of my flower petals. Now, let's see. I'm going to need that wee little guillotine again, if I could figure out where I set it this time. Because I know that I need about 1.25 inches. So this is 3. So if I cut it at 1.5 inches, I'm going to get 2 punches on each end with my bow punch. That's the label. Me lovely, where's the bow punch? Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, there it is. It's just farther down the desk. So I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to punch at an angle. I kind of like that. I'm getting it, this side is on the darker side of this. That's going to look actually really good. Then I'm going to turn it around and do it on this side. Now I'm going to save this other strip because I only think I need 2 of these. So this strip I'm going to save for another card using up these bits and pieces. We're going to cut these apart. 1, 2, 3, we're going to cut right down here on that one, and we're going to repeat the same thing on this one. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, we're going to cut these 3 apart. So there's those, there's that. Now for this item, this piece from the magnetic board kit, where you're going to turn it to where the small stripe of gingham is to our left and cut at 3. what that does is this piece, honest to goodness, you couldn't beat it. It is like meant to be in the center. I was like so astonished. That's how this came to be. So we're going to set that aside because we'll put that together. Now we're going to cut this down to 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sixteenths. We're going to make it square. 2 and 8 sixteenths. That's going to be for that inside flap. Now you have this one, which is 1 inch, so we're going to make it into 2 1/2-inch strips. That's for the inside. So let's get this piece glued, and we want this stripe in the center. Glue bottle. So you can see the back of it. Let's see. Come on, glue. Work with me. So I'm going to grab this up like so. All right, so that's nicely done. Now this one that we trimmed, I want to make sure it fits nicely, and it does, but let's see. Which way do I want my flowers? I want my flowers this way. This way. All right. So there you see how it opens. Now we have our 2 flower strips, one for the top and one for the bottom for the inside. That's why I love the liquid glue. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of glue right here. Just make sure it folds nicely, and it does. So next we're going to stamp thank you. Before we get to decorating the front, we're going to do some stamping here. I have the thank you from the Wildflower Path, which is also retiring. It's going to go in the center, and I love it that it's that nice crisp black. And then for this part, we already have it done. Our Kindness Wins. You are amazing. We got that from the Kindness card kit, which is actually coasters. Interesting, I know. So this is going on this flap. Now we're going to fold it over here. And here is my label. And I'm wondering why this is not like laying. No, there it is. Could have done a better job at squaring it. So this element here, right? Well, I'm not just going to glue it down because remember I told you, where did I put those little stickers? The little stickers that I was struggling to find earlier. Here we go. So we're going to use 2 of these. 1, 2, because I realized the third one didn't need to be done. So I'm starting with this one, and it's roughly on my grid. It's basically 1 inch, 1/4 of an inch up. Nope, we're going to go closer, almost down to the bottom. Okay, there's one. Now I'm going to do this one. Real small gap in between the 2 of them. And that is how that's going to look. Okay, so they're right here, just the 2, because the third one gets covered up, so it's unnecessary. So now what did I do? I don't want to put this up on dimensionals. Yikes. So you're going to laugh at what I actually did. Where's one of these sticker sheets with the language I did not use? This piece right here, right? I'm going to cut this out. Because it's going to need more. So I'm going to cut this here. And no one's going to see this. I'm going to put this right like so. So now I have something to glue my pieces onto it. You're going to have a little gap top and bottom of white showing. But at least now, wiggle, wiggle, I got to make it straight at least. Okay, now it's got some over here to rest on, some over there, and it's not at a different angle. Now all I need to do is put some glue in the center for my big Label Me Lovely punch in basic black. And it fits so perfectly on there, I'm telling you. Okay, so next we're going to arrange our flowers. I think this time I'm going to do my flowers a little different so you get more of this element in the picture here. So this one, I'm going to snip off that long piece of that. And this one's going to go right here. I'm not going to do the wiggle wiggle thing. I don't think it really needs it. So I have my flowers roughly where I want them. I think that one needs to go here and the little one over there. Okay, so I'm going to take my bow and I am going to place it where I want it. Now that I got glue on it, where I want it is there. I'm going to take this one, and this one is going to double itself up just in a different position. That's an awful lot of glue there. Let's kiss it to the other piece I'm going to use in a minute. So this one is going to go right like so. For that one, this piece, we're going to cut that tail off again. And it's already got glue there because I gave it a kiss to the other one. So here's this flower is going to be right here. So this one is getting tucked in like so. And then I should have a wee little piece for my little tiny flower, which is this piece. Too much. That's why I miss my little glue bottles. So there we have it. A little too much glue. Now dimensionals. Yes, dimensionals, dimensionals, dimensionals. My sample, I didn't put any dimensionals on it. So I'm going to put a dimensional, one large one on the back of the large flower. Pop it there. And let's see, we have this little bit we can use on the medium flower. And I'll need a wee mini one. And we're going to set this one, I think, like that. This one needs a little tiny one. I've been all thumbs today with everything I've done. So there is our little flower. Now you can put some little rhinestones, you can do whatever you want in there, but now you can see the difference where the positioning of the flowers, you get to see our element here, which I really, really like. So all we're going to do to finish this off is I'm going to use some of this glitter, specialty glitter. And let's see, I'm going to add a little, try to do as little bit of glue as I can out of this bottle. And this really does make a difference. So let's see, this one, that's blue, that's blue. We don't want blue. We want these silvery looking ones. So there's one. There's 2, and I need 1 more. There's a black one now. Don't want that one. I want a silver one. Oh my gosh. The one color I want, I don't have in here right now, apparently. Oops, there's one. So that is our little card. Now, I did use 2 other stamps from the kit, and I'm not even going to bother to stamp them. I'm just going to show you how I did the envelope. It says, kind people are my kind of people, and I did thanks, and I inked myself up, and I got it on my envelope. But this now fits. I'm not going to show you that one in the envelope because of the glitter on it. I'm going to let it sit. So it fits just like that, and that is my card project for today. And I'm going to open it up. Kindness wins. Thank you. I think that's awesome. And I hope you like this project. If you do, would you give me a thumbs up? I do apologize that I was so kind of messy today, but I can't help it. Creative process, you know. Make a mess and clean it up again. That's my go-to here all the time. So I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate it. And do come back and visit me in my wonderland. Bye-bye now.